Hey friends, and welcome back to Finishing the Score, where you can follow along with my musical theater writing and songwriting journey, and I share the resources and tips I'm learning along the way. In today's video, we are going to be talking about collaboration. In my last video, I shared the news that I was no longer working on my musical The Sigma 5 Heist, but was excited to get started with some new projects, focus on my EP, and maybe start some new collaborations. I'm excited to share that I've started a songwriting collaboration with a close friend of mine who also has a YouTube channel. Stay tuned to future videos for more details. The second news I'm excited to share is that I've joined a program called the Musical Theater Writing Collective. It is run by a fellow YouTuber, Michael Ratty. You can check out his channel at Musical Theater Writer Guy. It offers the opportunity for me to collaborate with some different people in the program, and so far I've gotten the opportunity to start 2 different song collaborations, which was really exciting. So in light of all of this exciting news about my new collaborations, I wanted to share with you 4 tips on things that you should discuss with a potential new collaborator before you get started. Many thanks and a shout out to my Maestro mentor Jamie Mallitz, who offered some great conversation and great ideas on this topic. This video is geared specifically towards songwriting collaboration, but at a general level, these principles will apply to any creative collaboration. All right, number 1 is creative alignment. When you're starting a new collaboration, particularly if it's a longer project such as writing a musical, you are definitely going to want to talk about the kinds of things that you are inspired to write. You and your collaborator are both going to be at your best when you're writing things that you are personally excited about. If the kinds of things you want to write about don't actually align, then either one person is going to be writing things outside of their wheelhouse and start to feel not excited or burnt out on the project, or you'll try to end up writing the same material using competing tones. For example, if you're a writer who thrives on comedic and silly content, you're probably not going to work best with a writer who wants to write high drama, for example. So questions that you can ask your collaborator right off the bat are: what musicals, movies, and music inspire you? How would you describe the tone of your writing style? And what kind of stories do you want to tell? Number 2 is goals. In addition to creative alignment, it's very important that 2 collaborators share the same goals for a project. If one person is thinking of the project as a fun side thing and one person is thinking of it as a primary career focus, you're in for some clashing later on in the process, and you might get very far down the line before you realize that you're actually not aligned in your goals. Some potential questions for discussion include: in what way do you expect to share the work with the world? Do you plan on making money from the project someday? And if so, how do you plan on splitting any royalties that might come out of the project? Number 3 is feedback. As creatives, it can often feel very personal and very delicate putting work out in the world. And it's important for us as writers to get feedback to keep improving, but if feedback is delivered in the wrong way or at a time that's not expected, that can be very hurtful. And so it's important as collaborators to coordinate and figure out in what way do you expect to receive feedback from your collaborator and vice versa. Also, as a general rule for providing feedback, don't forget to also point out the things about the work that is totally working for you. I think a lot of people end up jumping straight to criticism, but pairing what's working and what's not working is often a great way to share feedback. Items for discussion include: here's the kind of feedback I would hope to receive from you. What kind of feedback would you like to receive from me? And number 4 is the writing process. The classic question that everyone asks songwriters is, which comes first, the music or the lyrics? And the answer is, it totally depends on the collaboration. Every pair of people has a different set of dynamics. Some people really like to be able to start with melody first, and some people really like to start with lyrics first. So it's one of those things to coordinate with your own collaborating team. In fact, Richard Rodgers would collaborate one way with Larry Hart and a different way with Oscar Hammerstein. With Larry Hart, he would require a complete melody before he would set down a single word, but Oscar Hammerstein, on the other hand, would provide complete lyrics to Richard Rodgers for him to start writing the music. So just know this whenever you're starting a new collaboration: however you're doing your writing, you're doing it correctly. So in summary, the 4 things you need to think about when starting a new collaboration are: 1, creative alignment; 2, goals; 3, the process for feedback; and 4, the writing process. If you work these things out right at the beginning, you're in great shape for a healthy and successful collaboration. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to learn more tips about songwriting or follow along with my songwriting journey, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and happy collaborating. Bye!
Finishing.